Talk video. Sorry about that. My live cut off by an accident. Apologies. Y'all, I apologize about that. I apologize. The video cut off. Y'all, I apologize about that. I apologize. The video cut off for me. Apologies. All right. What's going on now, Connor? How you living, brother? How you living? But anyway, I want to talk about Swerve Strickland saying fuck Booker T after the AEW pay-per-view. Listen, I done called Swerve Strickland out on his bullshit before. He went on Vlad TV. He went on DJ Vlad podcast. Shitting on Booker T, throwing the race card at him, whatnot. Basically, trying to say Booker T was racist without saying it. Try to say Triple H was racist without saying it, right? If you watch, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So Swerve Strickland, like I said, try to call Booker T a racist and all that, this and that, the third, whoop-de-whoop. So my first damn thing is, he came off as a whiny-ass fucking crybaby. He's a male Mercedes Monet. Because first and foremost, like I said, let's backtrack on Swerve Strickland. Let's backtrack on Swerve Strickland when he was once in NXT a couple of years ago when he went by the name Isaiah Swerve. You know what I'm saying? You must don't watch wrestling. I'm talking about Swerve Strickland. If you watch wrestling, if you're not in the wrestling, you in the wrong video chat. But anyway, as I was saying, Swerve Strickland tried to shit on Triple H when he was talking to DJ Vlad on the interview. So Swerve Strickland already, he's a whiny ass entitled crybaby just like Mercedes Monet is. He's, like I said, he's a male Mercedes Monet for sure. He's a male Mercedes Monet. And like I said, let's backtrack on Swerve Strickland when he was in NXT. Let's backtrack on Swerve Strickland when he was in NXT a couple of years ago when he went by the name Isaiah Swerve and he had his group Shit Row. So anyway, when Swerve Strickland was in NXT, he wasn't that good. He wasn't even that good. Don't get me wrong, he wasn't a terrible wrestler at all, but he wasn't that good. The only reason why Swerve Strickland is a top guy right now at AEW because it's an Indies crowd. It's an Indies crowd. And Tony Khan loves to compete with WWE. And tend to fail every time in ratings. So that's why when Swerve Strickland first came to AEW, he had that cringe-ass wrestling group. So then, I say, months down the road, Swerve Strickland developed. He got better. But let's not get it twisted. If Swerve Strickland right now was still in WWE, he would be at the mid-card stage at best. He would be at best. He would be wrestling Carmelo Hayes. He would be in a feud with Carmelo Hayes. He would be wrestling Andrade and all them. He weren't that good in NXT. So the audacity for him to say fuck Booker T at the AEW pay-per-view. I'm like, Swerve, first and foremost, who the fuck are you to disrespect Booker T? Booker T paved the way for black wrestlers like you. Booker T paved the way for black wrestlers like you. Now Booker T is not one. Now Booker T never been one of my favorite wrestlers, but I've always have liked Booker T and WCW, especially when he was the Harlem Heat Booker T. I love the Harlem Heat tag team. You know what I'm saying? I love the Harlem Heat tag team. So Booker T was never my favorite wrestler, but I've always loved Booker T, especially the Harlem Heat version of Booker T. That's the Booker T I like. I like the Harlem Heat Booker T when he was in WCW, when he wore the long full flame tights. That's the Booker T I like. And I love the Harlem Heat tag team. So, and then another thing. Booker T was 10 times more talented than Isaiah Swerve. Booker T was 10 times better than Isaiah Swerve in the ring. Isaiah Swerve couldn't lace Booker T's boots. So the fact that he disrespect one of the legendary black wrestlers that paved the way for him, do you realize how silly you make yourself look? This man paved the way for you and you disrespect him. You're not even all that good in the ring. You're not that good. Swerve Strickland is just an entitled brat. He's an entitled brat. He really thinks AEW is his house because everybody say Swerve's house when he's not really that good. Don't get me wrong, he can wrestle, but he's not that damn good. And the only reason why he's over like he is in AEW because it's an indies crowd. You think he would be getting the same validation if he was in WWE? Hell no. Like I said, he would be at the mid-card stage at best. But drinking that AEW Kool-Aid, and he thinks he's the best. People like him irritate me. You disrespect somebody who paved the way for you, and the reason why where you're at today. And he talks about, and like I said, he tried to shit on Triple H and basically low-key called Triple H a racist. And my whole thing is this. Answer me this shit. Answer me this, you know what I'm saying? Answer me this shit. If Triple H is so racist, why is Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi, all three of those black female wrestlers are getting pushed to the moon? So how the fuck is Triple H racist, I swear? How the fuck is Triple H racist? Make it make sense. You sound silly as hell in the video. I'm pretty sure DJ Vlad pinpointed it. He just didn't say shit because it weren't his job to say nothing. If DJ Vlad watched wrestling, which is I'm pretty sure that he does because he's had wrestlers to be on his podcast show. Bringing back the Godfather. Hey, thanks, Nicholas, man. I appreciate that. First like of the night, awesome channel. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Help my channel grow too, man. Help my channel grow. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love. Yeah, man, the Godfather was something else, man. Tell you, he'll give you a choice to wrestle him or take home his fine hoes. Yeah, I took the hoes too. But yeah, man, I'll be back. I'll be right back. I'll be back. Hey, sorry, y'all. Sorry, I apologize about that. But I'm back. I'm back. So yeah, man. So Swerve Strickland, he's a whiny, he's very entitled. He's a whiny ass brat. And that's the thing. Another thing I've pinpointed and realized, a lot of these wrestling fans, if it don't apply, let it fly. But a lot of these wrestling fans are highly sensitive when it comes to these black female wrestlers. Listen, I've been accused several times for being a racist because majority of my favorite female wrestlers are not black. So I've been accused of being a racist because I said I wasn't a fan of Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi. I've gotten a race car thrown at me several times. Even down to Sasha Banks, I got the race car thrown at me. Like I can't support whoever the hell I want. Like I'm supposed to be a fan of them because I'm the same race as them. I support whoever the fuck I want. I support whoever the fuck I want. I don't owe nobody a damn thing. Does that make me a racist? No. Because majority of my favorite female wrestlers are not black, I'm automatically a racist. I hate black women. No. Yeah, I mostly like to date outside my race, but that don't mean I hate black women. Yeah, majority of my favorite female wrestlers are not black, but that does not make me a damn racist. But anyway, a lot of these wrestling fans are highly sensitive when it comes to these black wrestlers. Every time I turn around, a black wrestler don't get put over. Somebody saying Triple H is racist, all that kind of shit. I hear it on a daily basis. It irritates me hearing it. If Triple H was so fucking racist, if Triple H was so fucking racist, answer me this: why is, like I said, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi is getting pushed to the moon? Why the fuck are those three, you know what I'm saying, black wrestlers getting pushed to the moon like they are? Is Triple H is so fucking racist? If he's so fucking racist, why are those, like I said, the Triple H is so fucking racist, why are, you know what I'm saying, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi is getting pushed to the moon? I'm not even a fan of Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi, and I'm still up here giving them their flowers because of a great job they've been doing in this storyline. Well, mainly Jade Cargill and Naomi. Yeah, Nicholas, I know. I appreciate it. Just ignorant as these. That's why I don't communicate with a lot of wrestling fans. Hey, what's good, Mike G? How you living? Welcome to the chat, man. Hit the like button. So in Isaiah Swerve, he one of them type motherfuckers. But because you're not getting pushed like other wrestlers are, you want to throw the damn race card to Triple H. No, you weren't that fucking good. You weren't as good as you thought you were. We're talking about Isaiah Swerve saying fuck Booker T after the AEW live event, if you watch wrestling. And you want to shit on Booker T. Oh, you watch UFC? Okay, well, you can stay if you want. You ain't got to leave the chat. It's up to you. I used to watch UFC a little bit back in the day, but that shit was like damn 15 years ago, man. I faded away from UFC. The UFC fighters I remember back then was John Jones, Jake Shields, Chuck Liddell, Quentin Rampage Jackson, even Brock Lesnar, Frank Miro, Frank Ford, I think. All them, I remember all them boys. Back then. So yeah, I don't watch UFC like that, man. I don't watch it like that. Sometimes I do not like that. Oh yeah, I had a crush on Gina Carano, her sexy ass. She's still sexy as hell now. She was legit badass in that cage, though. I know that. But anyway, let me get back on topic. But yeah, man, Isaiah Swerve come off as this entitled ass prick. He come off as this entitled ass prick. I mean, he was all over the place. He don't need to do no more interviews because he really made himself look silly. He made himself look silly. And talking about he backed Triple H into a corner saying why ain't he getting pushed like the rest and all that kind of bullshit. Hey, me too, man. Hey, I love old school wrestling the best. Don't get me wrong. I keep up with today's wrestling, but I like old school wrestling the best. All my favorite male wrestlers are legends. I don't have no new current favorite male wrestlers. All my favorite male wrestlers are legends. You know what I'm saying? Because I like, you know what I'm saying, old school wrestling the best. Don't get me wrong. I got some new current male wrestlers that I like, but they don't do it for me as being my favorites. Like I said, all my favorite male wrestlers are legends because I love old school wrestling the best. But so yeah, man. So Swerve Strickland disrespecting a legendary, you know what I'm saying, black wrestler that paved the way for you. The reason why where you're at today. Booker T paved the way for a lot of black wrestlers, man. He paved the way for a lot of black wrestlers, man. And you disrespect that man like that. You disrespect him like that. See, goofies like Isaiah Swerve Strickland needs to be taught a damn lesson and put in his damn place. Because who the fuck are you to disrespect somebody that paved the way for you? And you're not even that good. And then you want to throw the race card at Triple H for saying, then you want to throw the race card at Triple H because he didn't put you at the top of the food chain. You weren't that damn good. That's why. You weren't that damn, you know what I'm saying? You weren't that damn good. That's why he didn't put you at the top. So he throw the race card at Triple H and try to say that, you know what I'm saying, he didn't, you know what I'm saying, push him to the top and make him a top. No, because, you know what I'm saying, you weren't that damn good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You weren't that damn good. It didn't have a damn thing to do with race. And the only reason why you're a top guy at AEW because it's an indies crowd, just like I said before. Booker T, he's paved the way for a lot of black wrestlers. I know people called Booker T a Uncle Tom and called him a gatekeeper and all that kind of shit. And people saying, you know, Vince McMahon said the N-word in front of him and they want to call him an Uncle Tom and all that kind of shit. But what they got to do with Booker T still being an inspiration to a lot of black wrestlers and black kids that want to be a professional wrestler. Booker T is one of the black wrestlers that you have to start at the top of the damn list with. Booker T is by far one of the black wrestlers that you have to start at the top of the damn, you know what I'm saying, list with for sure. I love Booker T in WCW. I'm talking about the Harlem Heat Booker T. I love the Harlem Heat Booker T. Like I said, he was never one of my favorite wrestlers, but I love the Harlem Heat Booker T. I love the Harlem Heat tag team. Now, when it came to Sting, I ain't go against Sting for nobody. Sting is my number one WWE top favorite wrestler. I didn't go against Sting for nobody. But we're talking about Booker T. So Booker T is one of the black wrestlers that you have to start at the top of the damn list with for sure. I remember all these man matches when I was a little kid. He had some great memorable matches in WCW. Swerve Strickland does not compare to that damn man. He does not compare to Booker T in no way, which, or form. Look at all Booker T matches through WCW to WWE, and you compare Swerve Strickland in ring ability to his. Booker T will blow his ass out the damn water. And you can, and here you are trying to disrespect this man. Like I said, he's a female Mercedes Moné. He's a female Mercedes Moné. He thinks the AEW division revolved around him. He thinks the AEW division revolved around him because Tony Khan gave him that power to feel that way. But you let him bring his ass back to WWE, and see won't he be in that mid-card stage. See won't he be in that mid-card stage. He's not that good. If he was in dirt, Swerve Strickland would be a mid card at best. He would be wrestling Carmelo Hayes and Andrade and all them. He would have a mid card title. Bro, in AEW, you're a big fish in a small pond. Yes, in AEW, you're a big fish in a damn small pond. But if you bring your ass back to WWE, you're going to be a small fish in a big ass down, you know what I'm saying, pond. The table going to switch real fast because they're going to show you where the hell you stand because you're not that good as you think you are. Tony Khan just gave you that power to feel that way. He gave you that power. Like, really, can you compare Swerve Strickland to the Roman Reigns, the Randy Ortons, hell, even the Cody Rhodes? Can you compare him to the Seth Rollins? Can you compare him to the CM Punks? Can you compare him to top guys like that? Hell no. He wouldn't make it as a top guy in WWE. He would be a mid-card at best. And you want to fucking disrespect Booker T. You want to disrespect a five-time world champion. You want to disrespect a black five-time, you know what I'm saying, champion that paved the way for your ass. Man, sit your ass down. Like Martin. Man, sit your dumb ass down. He made himself look so damn silly in that DJ Vlad podcast. And I'm sitting here listening to him like, especially when he threw the race card at Triple H, I really said, okay, I was like, when he threw the race card at Triple H, I said, is this motherfucker for real? Is he for real? Is he for real? Do he not? Did he not know that Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi is getting pushed to the moon? I don't think he knew. And if he did know, okay, the motherfucker's delusional. He's delusional. How the fuck is Triple H a racist? Make it make sense, Swerve. Make it make sense. And I be seeing some of these people, I ain't gonna say no names, but it's a YouTuber I used to watch. And he shits on Triple H. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit up here and say Triple H has to haven't made some bad calls and bookings. Yes, he have. Yes, he have. Like he booked Liv Morgan to lose the feud to Rhea Ripley. That was complete fucking bullshit. I was so pissed off about Liv Morgan losing that feud and that title to Rhea Ripley. I fucking turned from Raw on Netflix. I didn't watch no more. And this WrestleMania, call me honest, it's basically put together. Like Rhea Ripley, like Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. That match was put together. Rhea Ripley just got added to the fucking match just because. And as I said about Rhea Ripley has become the new Charlotte Flair 2.0. Bianca earned the way to be in her match, but Rhea didn't earn a damn thing. Lost twice. But she gets added to this match just because. If that ain't some Charlotte Flair shit. So she was now, so Rhea Ripley is now officially the Charlotte Flair 2.0. But what's done is done. The match is gonna happen regardless. So I'm not gonna keep talking about it. Just like I'm a fan of Io Sky. Io Sky one of my favorite female wrestlers, but I'm gonna be honest. It made no sense for her to win this title. But she got it, so I'm gonna have to root for her to retain at WrestleMania. Because I'm not a fan of Bianca, and I'm not a fan of Rhea Ripley either. Well, I used to be a fan of Rhea Ripley a couple of years ago, but I stopped supporting her. I can't get behind her whiny ass character no more. It annoys me. I don't like it. Although Liv Morgan shouldn't have lost that feud, but Liv Morgan, she lost that title and she moved on. Look at Rhea. Whining about a title she lost instead of asking for a rematch, and she just get added to the match just because. So now we know who the real one is between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. It shouldn't even be an argument. It's Liv Morgan. It's Liv Morgan for sure. Liv Morgan took her loss and she moved on. And now she's the women's tag team champion right along with Raquel Rodriguez. She's the women's tag team champion right along with Raquel Rodriguez. And she is doing her thing. And Liv Morgan is one of my top favorite female wrestlers, just like Alexa Bliss is. Alexa Bliss is my top favorite female wrestler. Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan are my top two favorite female wrestlers. I like both of them equally. But, yeah. Triple H is not racist. I see people shitting on Triple H, calling Triple H racist because certain wrestlers didn't get put over and all that kind of shit. But it's a YouTube. I'm not gonna say no names, but it's a YouTuber that shits on Triple H real bad, and he swear up and down Triple H is a racist. He swear up and down Triple H is a racist. If he's a fucking racist so damn bad, like I said, why is Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi is getting pushed to the moon? Find every excuse to call this man a racist. Even MVP tried to throw the race card at Triple H. Even he tried that shit. If he was racist MVP, Bianca Belair would have never fucking got put on the video game cover of WrestleMania 24 if he was so fucking racist. Why does Bianca have an undefeated streak at WrestleMania? Triple H is so fucking racist. Goofy's like who I'm talking about right now. This man ain't racist. And you got people like Swerve Strickland saying that and try to throw Booker T under the bus and call him an Uncle Tom. Because Vince McMahon said the N-word in front of him or whatever. And a lot of people said that Triple H is a racist because of the storyline him and Booker T had that time. Y'all remember when Booker T and Triple H had a feud a long time ago in 2003? And when Triple H said that people like Booker T would never be champion, right? Remember that? They swore up and down he was racist. Now I would say this. Booker T should have won at WrestleMania. Booker T should have beat Triple H at WrestleMania. He should have won. I've seen some moments that have looked racist in WWE back then. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. Like when Shawn Michaels super kicked Booker, when all that was in, and Booker T was the only black wrestler in NWO, and Shawn Michaels super kicked Booker T and said he was the problem in the group. I'm not gonna lie, that did look very racist. It did. That Booker T was the only black in the group, and he gets super kicked, and they say Shawn Michaels said he was the problem in the group. Yes, that did look very racist. There's no way around that. No way to put it. No way to put it. Honestly, they should have recommended Booker T in the group. Not if he was gonna be the only black guy to get super kicked. I'm sorry, it didn't look right. But Booker T went along with it. But regardless, Booker T is one of the, you know what I'm saying, black wrestlers that Booker T is one of the black wrestlers that you have to stop at the top, to start at the top of the list with. He paved the way for a lot of black wrestlers. He paved the way for a lot of black wrestlers to this very day. And Swerve Strickland want to disrespect the man in the live event saying fuck Booker T. And I think Tony Khan punished him for that. I want to say Tony Khan punished him for that. And if he did, good. Show his ass. You're not going to walk around an event and disrespect the legend like that and don't think there's going to be some consequences behind it. So, yeah, man, you know, so I had Swerve Strickland had to be called out on his bullshit because he's not that good. He's not that good. He's not as good as he think he is. He's not that damn good. You think he would be a top guy in WWE? What's going on, Justin NXT? How you living, man? Welcome to the chat. Hit the like button. Exactly. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Like I said, he's not that good. And I just said before, let's backtrack to Swerve Strickland NXT days when he went by the name Isaiah Swerve. He wasn't that good. He wasn't that, don't get me wrong, he wasn't a terrible wrestler at all. But he was not that good. And as I said before, just in NXT, the reason why he's a top guy in AEW, because AEW is an indies crowd. It's an indies crowd. And then Tony Khan loves to compete with WWE and tend to fail at ratings every time. So yeah, of course Swerve Strickland is a top guy in WWE because it's an indies crowd. Then on top of that, Tony Khan loves to compete with AEW and tend to fail every damn time. But let Swerve Strickland, if Swerve Strickland was still in WWE right now, Swerve Strickland would be a mid-card at best. He would be wrestling Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, wrestlers like that. Hell, he will be in a feud with Carmelo Hayes. This dude doesn't measure at the top guy. This dude doesn't measure up to top guys in WWE like the Roman Reigns, the Seth Rollins, he doesn't even measure up to Cody Rhodes. He doesn't measure up to the Randy Ortons. None of them. He doesn't measure up to those top guys. He doesn't measure to none of those top guys I just named. He doesn't even measure up. He doesn't even fucking measure up to Booker T. He doesn't measure up to Book. Look back in as you put this Swerve Strickland up against the 1994 Norms. You put Swerve Strickland against. You put Swerve Strickland up against the 1993 Booker T. Booker T would have smoked his ass. Booker T would have fucking smoked him. You put Swerve Strickland against the 1993 Harlem Heat Booker T. Booker T would have would have smoked his ass. He would have smoked like a pack of damn Newports. He would have smoked them. Or put him up against the 2002 Booker T. Booker T would have smoked his ass. This dude don't compare to Booker T. And you can disrespect one of the most iconic, legendary black wrestlers of all time. Somebody that you could learn something from. You could learn a damn lot from. Fuck Booker T. Man, you funny as shit. Swerve, you are fucking comical. Hey, what's going on, Mobile Gamer? Subscribe to my channel, man. I had to call this dude out. Not just that. Like I said, he want that good, and he was the NXT. And he had that group shit row. Oh, my bad, excuse me, hit row. But I really meant shit row because the group was terrible. Botch Dollar. Don't even get me started on his ass. Don't even get me started on him. I know his real name Top Dollar. I just call him Botch Dollar. Now, ever since he botched that move outside of the ring and played it off like he really hit them guys with that move. Man, that was some funny shit. That was some funny shit. Ever since then, I've been calling him Botch Dollar. I've been calling him Botch Dollar ever damn since. And this was like 4 years ago. I've been calling him Botch Dollar ever since. Didn't stop. So I sit up here, I was listening to this guy on this DJ Vlad, and I'm listening to this dude like, man, this motherfucker for real. He comes off as a whiny ass male Mercedes Moné. Because we know Mercedes Moné she's a whiny ass crybaby. And Swerve Strickland, he act exactly like her. He acts just like her. Remember that picture him and Mercedes took together? They look like a damn couple. They look like a couple. Look like the perfect damn couple. Because both of them, they have two big ass, gigantic, know what I'm saying, egos. Perfectly matched. So then what the hell he gonna do if Tony Khan stop giving him his way? What he gonna do? He gonna quit AEW and probably try to come back to WWE with his tail tucked between his legs, like a couple of these AEW wrestlers have done. They will go to AEW to compete with WWE and try to shit on WWE, and end up getting shown and exposed that they weren't as good as they thought they were. And then they come back to WWE with their tail tucked between their legs. Even Cody did it. CM Punk shitted on AEW. Ever since AEW debuted in 2019, AEW has been trying to compete with AEW. Now, at one point, I kind of understood why, because a lot of talent was getting misutilized when Vince McMahon was in charge. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, far as the golden era, the new generation era, the attitude era, and the ruthless aggression era, that's when wrestling was good. That's when Vince McMahon booked great matches and he told great stories. But after the ruthless aggression era, we went into the PG era, that's when Vince McMahon fell off at booking great matches and storytellings. And he got worse and worse ever since. Nothing changed. We were saying the same tired ass shit. Sometimes I would fall asleep on Raw and SmackDown. That's how bored it would be sometimes. Pay-per-view matches was so predictable. We knew who was going to win the matches, and we knew who was going to win or retain the titles. Nobody was getting put over like that, except the same people getting shoved down our throats. Charlotte Flair and Brock Lesnar. Then Becky Lynch came along and started getting those same privileges as Charlotte Flair and Brock Lesnar. So that's why I'm glad Vince McMahon gone. Now, do Triple H book a lot different Vince McMahon? No, he don't book that different Vince, but he does books better than Vince because he did put some people over, unlike Vince was doing. Triple H eventually put Liv Morgan over after SmackDown Women's Champion, although she didn't keep the damn title long. And Triple H put over Aaliyah and Raquel Rodriguez as the women's tag team champions. He booked Aaliyah to win her first piece of championship tag team gold. If it was the Vince, Aaliyah would have got buried. She wouldn't have won a damn thing. So I'm going to give Triple H that. He did put Aaliyah over to win her first piece of championship tag team gold right along with Raquel Rodriguez, and they were a good tag team. Aaliyah is one of my favorite female wrestlers. Raquel is one of my favorite female wrestlers, but I do like Raquel Rodriguez. But Triple H do be making some fucked up calls. Just like he did with WrestleMania 4. I'm gonna say it, WrestleMania 41, the cards are put together. How the fuck we don't got Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair and Jey Uso versus Gunther, both of those two main event in WrestleMania when those two are the champions? Make it make sense. But instead, he puts the main event with Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Neither of them are champions. So what sense would that make? The pay-per-view matches should always be the pay-per-view matches with the championships involved should always be the last matches on the card, especially for the world title. Those should always be your main event matches. But like I said, Swerve Strickland drinking that AEW Kool-Aid and thinking somebody owe him something because he's a black wrestler. Swerve Strickland drinking that AEW Kool-Aid and thinking Triple H owed him something basically because he was a black wrestler. And he could wrestle, but like I said, he want that damn good. He want that good to be trying to be a top guy. Could y'all even imagine Swerve Strickland back then if he went to the main roster as the top guy, as a world champion? Please answer that for me. I'll wait. Hell, can y'all imagine him now if he came back to WWE? Would he be a top guy? Would he be a world champion? Just answer me that. Like I said, I'll wait. Exactly. No, he wouldn't. You know, entitled wrestlers like him think somebody owe him something. Do you see any other black wrestlers complaining about Triple H being a racist? No, hell no. I'll be back. But yeah, man, the level of entitlement with this guy is through the fucking roof. Thinking somebody owes you something because you're a good wrestler, but you want to be on the same level. Think somebody's supposed to just put you as a top guy. That's that Mercedes Moné ego. That's that Mercedes Moné shit. Saying he backed Triple H into a corner last and why he getting at the top. Not because you want that damn good. Like Mercedes Moné. Don't get me wrong, Mercedes Moné can wrestle, but she's not that damn good. So that's and Vlad, not Vlad, but in Swerve Strickland interview when he was talking to DJ Vlad, he came off just like, that's why I say he's the male Mercedes Moné, because he came off just like Mercedes Moné. He came off just like her. Thinking somebody owed him something. He came off just like Mercedes Moné. He came off just like her. You know, Mercedes Moné the same damn way. Thinking somebody owe her something, and she wanted to demand some shit in WWE, just like she said, if they want to return, they need to pay her more money than Charlotte Flair. So Triple H said, "Fuck it, no, I don't want your ass back no more. You about to tell me how the, you know what I'm saying, how much to fucking pay? Who the fuck are you?" That's that level of entitlement with Mercedes Moné. That's that level of entitlement. And that's who Swerve Strickland remind me of, a male Mercedes Moné. You know, so he need to be called out on his bullshit. You know. Now I can already imagine if Tony Khan, like, let's say if Tony Khan start booking him like he was in WWE. See, then he'll be ready to leave. Then he'll be ready to leave. Like if he start like wrestling and he don't be a champion for a while, see, then he'll be ready to leave. Then he'll be ready to leave. Like Mercedes Moné would. Then he'll start shitting on Tony Khan, talking about him, and try to ease his way back to WWE. You know, he's one of them sensitive black wrestlers that think just because he's good, he's supposed to get all the spotlight and just become a top guy just because. Nah, bruh. Nah, Swerve. It's levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit. And if you was in WWE, you wouldn't be at the level of a damn top guy. You definitely wouldn't be on Roman Reigns' level by far, bruh. You wouldn't be on Roman Reigns' level by far, my guy. You won't be on the same level as Seth Rollins, my guy. You won't be on the same levels as CM Punk, my guy. Definitely not Randy Orton. Hell, not even who else? Not even Cody Rhodes. You will be a mid card at best. But because you're in AEW, yeah, Tony Khan got you as a big fish in a small pond. You're a big fish in a small pond because you're in an Indies crowd. So yeah, you're a big fish. You're in an Indies crowd, so you're a big fish in a small pond. But if you was in WWE right now, they would show your ass where you really stand. They would show you where you really stand, and you will be standing in that mid-card stage. That's why he tried to shit on WWE. So I hope he meant that and never come back to WWE. You do all that, bro. You come back after what you said about Triple H, just to make you a flat out just fucking hypocrite. That's gonna make you look real bad, my guy. That's gonna make you look real bad, my guy. It's gonna make you look real bad. So I hope you meant what you said and you don't come back to WWE with your tail tucked between your legs. Cause I'm gonna be the first person to cook your ass. I'm gonna be the first person to cook you. Tell you that right now. So I hope you don't come back. I hope you meant everything you said. Because it's the ones like you that was shit on WWE. Then months down the line, a year or two from now, you come back to WWE with your tail tucked between your legs like Cody Rhodes did. They all do that. They all do that shit. They all do that shit. Shit on WWE and then want to come back a couple of years down the line or months down the line. Just like Naomi. She chose to walk out with Sasha with you know what I'm saying, Sasha Banks a couple of years ago. And what happened? She came back with her tail tucked between her legs. And she suffered some punishment because of that. And then wrestling fans kept complaining, saying Naomi, they don't like how Naomi getting booked. Y'all didn't really take the time out to think why she wasn't getting booked properly because that was her punishment. That was her punishment for choosing to walk out with Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks did a she did a Jedi fucking mind trick to manipulate Naomi into walking out with her. That's all it was. Because of that gigantic ego of hers. Now, in the first, I was actually taking up for Sasha Banks. I was defending her. Until I started peeping the fuckery with her. I was defending her until I started peeping the fuckery. So I said, no, I can't defend her no more. I can't defend her no more. I see what type of person she is. So I said, no, I can't defend her no more. Just like she requested that 6 feet rule a couple of years ago. Man, I would have turned right the fuck around. I would have turned right around. I'll be back. But man. So yeah. Swerve Strickland is another robotic crybaby. And he thinks the W division revolves around him. So he wants to say fuck Booker T, but Booker T telling the truth. Then Booker T paved the way for black wrestlers like you. So quick to throw that fucking race card. It's so annoying. Yeah, when black wrestlers like you don't get what they want, they want to be petty. They want to be petty and throw the race card. When you weren't that good. That's why you didn't get put over at the level that you wanted to be. You weren't that good. Your stable weren't that good. Yeah, man. It's been my fucking take about Swerve Strickland. Dude, a whiny crybaby. He's a whiny crybaby. Don't get what he want. So he want to moan and bitch like Mercedes Moné be doing. Look at Mercedes now. Look at Mercedes Moné now compared to when she was in WWE. She got all these damn titles. And my question is, who is she going to eventually put over? Or she's going to just hog all them damn titles and no female wrestler going to win one. But here's what I say to that shit. When it comes down to her, when it comes down to Toni Storm facing Mercedes Moné for the AEW Women's Championship, Toni Storm needs to retain. Since Mercedes Moné want to hog all the damn titles and don't want to put nobody over. Okay, yeah, let Toni Storm retain. Let Toni Storm retain. And let all these Mercedes Moné fans bitch it up all they want. They can bitch it up all they want. Sorry. So that's all it is, man. Mercedes, I call the dude Mercedes Monet. Swerve Strickland has an entitled ego. He has an entitled ego. He has a huge entitled ego, just like Mercedes Monet. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna shut this thing down. So Swerve Strickland, I take to him, man. Bro, sit down somewhere. My taking to him, he doesn't need to do any more interviews. Cause he came off as a big ass fucking whiny ass crybaby. So I take to him, man, bro, sit down somewhere and shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You ain't that good. You're not that good. You're not that good as you think you are. If you go to WWE and you have the same character you do now AEW, you will get exposed with the quickness. You definitely won't be in the same conversation as Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Randy Orton, not even Cody Rhodes. You won't be in the same conversation as those 5 men I just named that are top guys. You won't be in the same conversation as them. You won't be in the same conversation as Damon Priest and Drew McIntyre. They're top guys. You will be the same conversation as them. And none of those guys you could beat. So if you to disrespect Booker T, you make yourself look like a damn clown, man. You looking real silly right now. You looking real silly. You don't even compare to Booker T. You ain't that good in that ring like you think you are. You would be a mid-card if you were still in WWE. Since you in AEW, yeah, you're a big fish in a small pond. But if you was in WWE, you would be a small fish in a big pond. They would show you where you stand as an in-ring competitor, and you would definitely be in the mid-card stage at best. Like I said, you definitely won't be in the same conversation as the Roman Reigns, the Seth Rollins, the CM Punks, the Randy Ortons, the Cody Rhodes, the Drew McIntyres. You won't be in the same conversation as none of them. You will be wrestling in-ring competitors like Carmelo Hayes. You will be in a feud with Carmelo Hayes. But you want to shit on Triple H and WWE to be relevant and make AEW look good. When you made yourself look so damn silly because Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi is getting pushed to the fucking moon. Three black female wrestlers I just named. So what the fuck you talking about, Carmelo Hayes? He made himself sound real silly. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this thing down for tonight. I'm gonna shut this thing down and let my phone charge. Thanks everybody for commenting, sharing your thoughts, whatnot, and help my YouTube channel grow. Tell people about my YouTube channel so I can gain more subscribers, and I appreciate the support. So with that being said, it's your boy Hitman D, and I'm gonna sign out.